Swag drip drip, everybody tripping, slipping on my drip. Got swag and we drip. Got swag and we drip.
Welcome back, Swagteam. It's your boy, the Swagologist, back again with another SwagU movie review, and today we are doing The Suicide Squad. And now you can see it in theaters on HBO Max right now, but this is not your mama's Suicide Squad. I tell you that much right now. This is definitely the comic book run coming to life. This is a comic book coming to life, and craziness will ensue immediately when the movie starts and doesn't stop until the very end of the film. And I'm talking about the very end, because there's a mid-credit and an after-credit, so stay through the entire thing. But this thing is nuts, beyond crazy, straight bananas, as I said in my YouTube short for this movie. This movie is crazy. It's unpredictable. Like, you would think you could predict things that are gonna happen. Speaking of predictions, in theater they have this little game where you can choose your squad and who you think is gonna live. And I ended up getting 4 out of the 5 right, I believe, because I think you only get the 5 choices. I got 4 out of the 5, so I was super close. And I regret, at the beginning, I swear I picked somebody else, but I realized I didn't pick them, so I was kind of mad about that. I wish I would have picked this person versus this person. I will tell y'all who I picked and everything in the spoiler review, but right now, that's where I'm getting at. But it was really cool and fun. It was like right before, and it gives you all the way up until like right before the movie starts, so you could type it in and put it on there, and you win prizes and whatnot and stuff within the film. So I thought that was pretty dope, little fun game that I didn't think about. And their biggest emphasis is do not get too attached, and I definitely was not too attached. I kept that in mind the whole time, so that kind of took away from my like care of some of the characters for some reason a little bit. And also I just kept expecting, because the movie puts you in such a heightened sense of like, oh my god, somebody might die right now, kind of feel to where any given moment somebody could die right now, and I would be like, wow, okay, you know what I mean? That's what was going down through the entire run of the film. But I believe that Idris Elba came in and did a really good job as Bloodsport in the film. His performance was really, really well done, and they gave him more substance to the character than you would expect. You would think he would be one note, but and I mean, there are of course characters that are one note, but I just want to say that Idris Elba, I really enjoyed his character and his character development through the film itself. But like I said, do not get too attached, because anyone could die. I'm not saying he died or didn't die, but I'm just saying, do not get too attached to any of these characters I'm about to mention. And Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie, still the perfect casting for this role. She did an amazing job as her character, still funny as ever, and even more accurate to her personality was shown throughout this film for sure. I love seeing her as Harley Quinn. I can't wait to see more of her as Harley Quinn, if we can, hopefully in the future. We'll see, because you never know, especially with how this movie is. You never know. And then we got Polka Dot Man. His ability is very unique and cool, and a lot of these characters' unique powers and abilities were unique and cool, like Ratcatcher too. But I would say this right now, minor spoiler, if you are have a phobia to rats, this might not be your movie. You might not like this movie too much. But I mean, if they have a character named Ratcatcher, they're probably gonna have some rats on the screen. Just a FYI, you know what I'm saying? But just be on the awareness and look out for that when you're seeing this film. But I love the character throughout, and hell, I love the banter and chemistry between Bloodsport and Peacemaker. Their banter and chemistry was hilarious and so good. Like, John Cena as Peacemaker is like so amazing, and I can't wait for his show. Now I'm hearing his show is a prequel, so no matter what happens in this film, whether he dies or lives, it doesn't affect that show, but I'm not sure. But I can't wait to find out, because him in this show, in this movie, was amazing. And like I said, him and Bloodsport was awesome together. Love seeing them. And like I said, seeing these people's different abilities, like Polka Dot Man, for instance, his ability is way cooler than you would expect. You know, you would expect it to be really dorky because of who he is, but it's a little bit more than that. But I like what James Gunn did when he chose these characters and showed off their abilities and whatever they can do. Like when you get to see what they do, some of it's funny and some of it's really awesome. So I really love what he did there. But this is definitely, as the description says for this film on HBO Max, from the horribly beautiful mind of James Gunn. James Gunn got to do whatever he wanted to do. He took his toys and just played with them. And however he wanted to, and whatever happens, and it was crazy. Now, one thing I will say, if you can't get around the villain in this movie, the big bad in this movie, if you can't accept that for what it is on the screen, accept this movie for what it is, which is straight bananas and unpredictable, then you might not walk away liking this film all the way. But if you can get behind the villain and accept that this movie is just straight bonkers, then you're gonna have a great time, because I definitely had a great time while watching this film in the theater, and the people in my audience that I was in there with seemed to have enjoyed it as well. So without further ado, my SwagU grade for the Suicide Squad would have to be a solid A. I'm gonna have to give it a solid A. Couldn't give it a solid A plus because it was just so crazy. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people are giving it a 10 out of 10, greatest comic book movie ever, blah, 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 blah. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to watch it again to see if I love it like some of y'all do. And I love that y'all love it, because it is definitely a comic book coming to life. It is insane. I wasn't even expecting that, because I actually, you know, don't at me too bad, don't hate me too much, but I did like the first one's vibe and the chemistry in those characters even a little bit more than the chemistry in these characters, even though the chemistry between, like I said, Bloodsport and Peacemaker was very strong, and also the chemistry between Bloodsport and Ratcatcher too was actually also pretty unique and awesome as well. I like both films. I like the original. I like Suicide Squad. I like the Suicide Squad, but I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10 for me personally. But I have to watch it again though, and I do plan on watching it again because it was a crazy and fun ride with some really gruesome death scenes, and yeah, they don't pull back on the rated R. It's definitely a hard R in this film. But let me know how you feel about the Suicide Squad in the comment section below. Have you seen it yet? Have you watched it on HBO Max? Have you gone to the theater? Are you planning on seeing it tomorrow or the next day or anytime this week? Let me know any and all of that in the comment section below. If you're new here and you're trying to join the Swag Team, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit it right here on the possible side. Also, if you want to be the first to the Swag Team to see a video on the possible channel, make sure you hit that notification bell. That'll pop right up when you join that Swag Team. So you hit that subscribe button. Then that bell will pop up, you click that ding, and you never miss a video. It comes up on the channel, whether it's on your computer, cell phone, tablet, or whatever. Make sure you do that so you don't miss on any of the swag when it drops. But let me know how you feel about the Suicide Squad, like I said, in the comment section below, and also on the social media sites at the bottom. Let me know, are you excited about it? And have you seen it? What did you think about it? No spoilers in the comment section because it's a non-spoiler review right here, but I will be doing a spoiler review where you can spoil it on up in the comment section. I would love to hear from you, but you can definitely spoil me in the, on the social media sites whenever you get a chance. If you like this review, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It helps with the channel. If you didn't like it, I ain't tripping. Look at Jordan, I ain't pippin'. Until the next video, I love y'all 3000. I'll holla. Peace.